All right, you want to get into acting and do a little bit of acting work. Great. There is plenty of opportunity nowadays to do this, especially because now you don't necessarily need to be in Los Angeles, Hollywood, New York, London. You can get cast from all kinds of locations due to self tapes and that kind of stuff, and even local productions, small productions. And so, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity thanks to streaming and all these other methods of consuming content. There are a lot more productions happening. So you want to get started. Well, number one, get a good headshot. It's so important to have a proper, professionally done headshot. This is the first thing they see of you. Do not take a selfie. Do not have somebody, a friend of yours with a nice camera, take a picture. Get a professionally done headshot. They know what casting directors are looking for. They know how to pose you correctly. Very important. Spend the money to get a good headshot. You don't need to spend a crap ton of money. Just get a good one. Set up a profile. If you're new and don't have a lot of experience, set up a profile on certain smaller casting websites like Backstage, Star Now, Actors Access, I think is one. There's a ton out there. And go in there, set up your profile, talk about yourself, put your good picture of yourself up there. And it's okay that you're starting out because this is the opportunity for you to get work. You might find work on there that is not paid, and that's fine. Or maybe you're finding like student productions that are looking for people to cast in their student production, and so they don't have any money. That is your opportunity to get experience being on a set, being around other creatives in the same industry. So it's okay to do not paid work. This is, of course, a big debate among people in the industry because you get to a certain point where a lot of productions have money and they're trying to get actors to work for no money. So I think it's okay when you're starting out, especially if you don't have any experience, right? You shouldn't necessarily get paid for them to train you how to do the job, to walk over here, to hit your marks, to any of that kind of stuff. Take classes. There are tons of acting workshops, introduction to acting, that kind of stuff. Do your research on them. Some of them are crap and don't really teach you anything other than taking your money. But I would definitely recommend taking a few workshops and classes, especially if you have no experience at all. And join groups, Meetup and Facebook groups where people will get together and they'll just make a film in a weekend or in a day or in a week, or those kind of productions where there are other people that are starting out and just learning the craft, and get involved with those. I found those are also a really good way to make connections. Some people in those groups will flake out quickly because they're like, oh wait, I got to do stuff. Oh, I just thought I'd instantly be famous. But there are others that actually take it seriously and do look to improve their craft, and the quality of work will go up. And it's good to make that network connection. Work as an extra, there are also casting sites that you can sign up on to do extra work. I've got another video on here talking about working as an extra and getting work as an extra, so check that out. I'll throw the link below. Yeah, and just look for any opportunities. It's not as challenging to get into as you think. Maybe if you're in a more rural area, that could be a bit of a problem. But if you have access to an area with a larger population, I guarantee you're going to find some type of productions being worked. And do theater. I didn't even mention theater. I love doing theater. Theater is my bag. And so you can get involved in a local theater production. Castings in those are harder to find. Unfortunately, a lot of them still don't post on casting websites. They might just have their network that they throw it out to, or on their own individual website. That is frustrating when it comes to finding theatrical productions. I've talked to people that had no experience whatsoever, found out about an acting opportunity with a local theatrical production, went down, read for the part, got cast. They didn't even know stage left from stage right. And that's how they learned it. So you just kind of got to look a little bit. You can't expect it to come to you. And then as you get better, then you can start being more critical about the roles that you take in regards to willingness to take unpaid work or lower paid work. So as you feel like the quality of your work has gotten better, your show reel has gotten better, you can then say, yeah, thanks, I can't take any unpaid work. Maybe go from unpaid to, okay, I'll do it, but you need to cover my travel expenses and pay for lunch, right? And then next up, okay, I'll do it, but I charge X number of dollars a day, 120 for 8 hours, which, by the way, is not a lot of money if you can do the math, but it's something. It's getting you started and getting your way up there. And people will, if the quality of your work and your reputation is good, you will get cast. So there you go. So there's some tips to get started in the business.